Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today's video sort of going to be a bit different, a bit of the same. Last week, Sunday just gone. I should say first, if you were watching the live stream on Monday night, you know obviously our main topic was mainly about where we buy our physical media now, the best places to buy it, cheapest place to buy it, just where you can get the best deals. And I mentioned that on Sunday I stumbled across Whatnot, which, if you're not familiar with it, it's an app you can get, and they basically do live shows. Different people do live shows and auction off random stuff, specific stuff to that live show. But it could be books, clothes, toys, or in the case of particularly the show I was watching, DVDs and Blu-rays. And I just thought I'd have a look. I looked at a couple, and my first package has arrived. Two packages, shall I say, from the same seller. It's a great community. If you've not looked at Whatnot, sorry, because you get talking to the people in the comments, to the sellers, and it gets a conversation going whilst you're also obviously purchasing more physical media, which is always a good thing. And the good thing about Whatnot, you probably can't get physical media any cheaper online than you can through Whatnot. And what I mean by that is there'll always be deals. You could get 2 for £1 DVDs. All of the DVDs I'm going to show you today were 2 for £1. You can get offers on Blu-rays. The Blu-rays I'm going to show you today were 10 for £7. Brilliant deal. And you basically just pay for postage. I only paid for postage, just over £3 for postage. But if you buy more, depending on how the setup of the live show, the more you buy within that show, the less you have to pay for postage. And it all does it on weight and how heavy your packages is going to be at the end. And you can get free shipping. One of them, which hasn't come yet, I'll do them in staged out because I've got quite a lot of unboxings on videos. And one I literally paid £1, no postage. Cheapest thing I've ever got online, I think. So yeah, this is from the first guy that I actually stumbled across on Sunday evening. Lou Clark, great guy. If you're watching, Lou, again, thank you for these. Really appreciate it. Go and check out his page on Whatnot. He has another show going on tomorrow night. I believe it's at 6 o'clock. So go and check him out. If you're not already on Whatnot, sign up, have a look around. But yeah, it was a great 2 shows that I stepped into, and I came away with some great stuff. So yeah, that's the last thing. That's the last post I'm gonna push. Just go and check it out if that sounds interesting. If you want to try and get some good deals on, it's a lot of DVDs, but you can't knock a good DVD. DVDs are still good. I've got some great titles here. The Blu-rays are good as well, just for the price that I paid for them, so I'm happy with them, because yeah, it's just really good. I just really recommend going over and checking out Whatnot. But yeah, I'm going to get in. I've not touched it at all yet, so the packages are still together. I've got scissors to get into them. First one should be quite easy because it is just one. I won't show you my address. One sort of. That is, yeah. It's not my. It's literally just one bag, so literally should just be able to just tear into this. Yeah, so these are all just DVDs. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in here. 2 for £1, £4 plus postage. I think I paid just over a £5, about £7, I would say, for all of these. Absolute bargain. We'll go through them title by title. First up, we have a rental copy of a film I'd heard of, but not seen, so that's why I thought I'd pick it up for 50p. Connie and Carla looks like it looks like an ex-Blockbuster title. It's Nia Vardalos and Toni Collette. David Duchovny looks like it's in here as well. Yeah, just looking to see if there's any other names on the back I recognise. No, but yeah, it looked like a good sort of comedy film. Like I said, I'd heard of it, never seen it, so that's the first one, Connie and Carla. Then we have a classic which you can't get over on Blu-ray anymore. It's way out of print on Blu-ray. You're gonna look at spending stupid amounts of money to get the DVD for 50p. It's a film that I really need to get on for my De Niro collection as well. And it's Once Upon a Time in America, Sergio Leone's final film, I believe. It's set over the course of 50 years. You got De Niro, James Woods, I think Elizabeth McGovern, Treat Williams as well. Yeah, Treat Williams, Joe Pesci. So yeah, Ennio Morricone, of course, doing the score. So yeah, really looking forward to checking that one out when I get to it, as I am with all of these. And the next one, I believe, has an hour release, one that I saw the other day, and I was like, you know what, I probably would enjoy that one. So it is Animal Factory, which is a Steve Buscemi film with Willem Dafoe and Edward Furlong in. Prison drama, gritty prison drama, it says, based on a novel from the same writer as Reservoir Dogs. So yeah, another one to get watched. Next up, Jim Carrey film. I think this was his last film before he went into just doing the Sonic films, and it's a bit of a different film for Jim Carrey, so that's what interested me. It is Dark Crimes, which is sort of like a Scandi thriller type thing, you know, like the snowman adjacent sort of thing. I don't know where it's set, but it looks like Russian or something, somewhere like that. But he plays basically a police officer trying to find a serial killer, I think. Bit different for Jim Carrey. Might not be a great film, but it has me interested, so I will be giving that one a watch soon. Might even put that one on tonight, because I do like a good Jim Carrey film. We have The Assassination of Richard Nixon, which is starring Sean Penn. It's like Don Cheadle, Naomi Watts. Yeah, great cast. Michael Wincott as well. Guessing about someone that attempted to assassinate Richard Nixon. I'm not too familiar with that story, but you can't go wrong with a bit of Sean Penn. So yeah, looking forward to checking that one out as well. One I've been interested to check out for a while. Just, yeah, I think this is the Spanish DVD release. Just, yeah, I'm sure. And this is another one I probably will get onto very shortly. Porky's. Heard only good things about this one. Love these sorts of films. Yeah, I mean, I've just only, like I said, heard great things about this one. It's a Bob Clark film as well. Bob Clark, weird guy. He did really weird stuff, didn't he? Just to go. I think he went from Murder by Decree to this. Weird. Couldn't get more different if you tried. A classic next. I know Arrow released this last year, but again, keep rambiting on for 50p. I just really want to check the film out, see what it's like. And that's The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3 with Walter Matthau and Robert Shaw. Classic. Love the remake by Tony Scott. Really great remake. A lot of people just highly regard the remake though, but this film's also highly regarded. So it's another one that I need to get onto very soon. And the last of that lot, another one, great cast. So, you know what, I thought, who directed this? I just thought, let's pick it up. Oh, yeah, that's why, because it's a Mike Mills film. Mike Mills, solid director. Like I said, good cast. It's a film called Thumbsucker with Keanu Reeves, Vince Vaughn, Vincent D'Onofrio, Benjamin Bratt, Kelly Garner, Lou Pucci. Not familiar with him. But yeah, it looks like a good little indie sort of film, this one. Again, only an hour and a half. 50p. Picks that one up. Next one is an assortment. Here, as you can see, it's two packaged on. I'm guessing the bottoms, maybe the Blu-rays, and the top, the DVDs. Cut into it and find out. Live on camera. Well, I say live. It won't be live when You watch it, but it is technically live in the moment you're watching it. So we'll go into these ones first. I'm not sure if these are the Blu-rays or the DVDs. Yeah, these are the Blu-rays by the looks of things. 4 Blu-rays in here, so there's more Blu-rays than the other one, I think, because I think it was 10 for £7 on the Blu-rays. First up, a film produced by Ridley Scott from 2016. Looks like it's okay, but again, for the price I paid for it, I want to check it out. Directed by Luke Scott, so I'm guessing he's some sort of relation to Ridley Scott, maybe his son, nephew, not too sure. But great cast. It's Morgan with Kate Mara, Anya Taylor-Joy, Toby Jones, Rose Leslie, Boyd Holbrook, Michelle Yeoh, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Paul Giamatti. I've heard it's alright as far as sci-fi sort of horror films go, but it's one that I've been interested to check out for a while, so I saw it and I thought, you know what, I will give that one a watch. Give it a whirl, as they say. Film I grew up with, just absolutely loved this film growing up. They redid it as a TV series going back a few years now, but this film used to be on quite a lot. Used to scare the shit out of me as a kid as well. Nicole Kidman's character in this frightened me as a kid, and all the animals, people being turned into animals. It's The Golden Compass. Great film. And funnily enough, the same year this came out, Nicole Kidman and Daniel Craig also worked in another film together, The Invasion, a remake of Invasion of the Body Snatchers, which is a decent film, decent remake if you've not seen it. Got Sam Elliott in here as well, Ian McKellen, Eva Green, Ian McShane, Freddie Highmore, Kathy Bates, Kristen Scott Thomas. Really good cast, lots of mainly voice cast. But it's a great film. Like I said, remember growing up with this one. 2 discs in this one as well. So yeah, really happy with this one to have it in the collection finally. That's The Golden Compass. Another classic that should have been in my collection a lot sooner than now. It's just one of the best 80s films, you know. I would like to get the sequel. I wanted to get these on 4K, but the 4Ks are, especially the second one, quite hard to get your hands on now. So I'll settle for the Blu-ray now because I'm sure it'll still look brilliant. The original Ghostbusters 1984 classic comedy by Ivan Reitman, starring obviously Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramis, Ernie Hudson, Annie Potts, Sigourney Weaver. Rick Moranis does pop up in this one, doesn't he? Yeah, it does say that. It's been a long time since I've watched the OG one, but they're just, even the second one I really like. The only bad one is the girls one, but of course they went wrong there. Tried to do something too different, but yeah, glad to finally have that in the collection. Another one that I saw it years ago, really enjoyed the film, and it's one of those that you always see in CEX for like £1.50, £2, and I'm like, I'd like to get that, and I always about getting it, and I thought now, no reason not to. With a slipcover, a lovely slipcover as well, and that's Legend, starring Tom Hardy and Tom Hardy. Like how I did that. Obviously about the Cray twins in the 60s. Great film if you like a good gangster film, and it's a true story as well. I highly recommend this. It's just such a great film. I think it's just had a really nice 4K box set release as well. But for now, because I didn't even have it in the collection at all, I'm just really happy to have the Blu-ray finally. So that is Legend. And then we'll get into this last one, this chunky one. Can get into it. Very well taped, thank you, Lou, as well. If, like I said, if you are watching, so very well packaged. So thank you very much for that. Yeah, so there's more Blu-rays, the last couple of Blu-rays, and then we'll get into the remaining DVDs. So another one, I've seen it before, and it's another one you kind of sort of see around places, but I've just never bothered picking it up. But I thought, why the hell not? I want it in the collection, because it's one that I know that I've enjoyed, I've seen it before. And another one for the De Niro collection, and that is The Big Wedding, again with a lovely slipcover. Great cast in this, and really decent, like, sort of rom-com. De Niro, Diane Keaton, Susan Sarandon, Robin Williams, so just 4 great actors there in their own right. Topher Grace, Amanda Seyfried. Trying to see if there's anyone else, any of the big names I missed. I think those are the main sort of big names. Katherine Heigl as well. So yeah, just a really fun rom-com from 2013. Worth watching alone for the cast alone. Sorry. Another one, I think I discovered this on Netflix last year. Really enjoyed it. Really solid film. I may have a DVD copy of it somewhere, which I can pass on now to someone else, because I got a Blu-ray with a lovely slipcover. But it's a film I immensely enjoyed, a lot more than I expected to. Season of the Witch with Nick Cage and Ron Perlman. Really fun film. They basically play these two crusaders, and they're basically tasked by a dying cardinal, played by Christopher Lee, to escort this woman that is supposedly a witch to basically get rid of her curse. They're going to take her to this monastery to basically get rid of the curse that they think she has lifted upon people. And it's really good. Claire Foy plays the witch. You've got Stephen Graham in here. Love Stephen Graham. Just, yeah, such a great film. If you've not seen it, give it a go. Such a fun film as well. And two more Blu-rays to go, sorry. Next up, another one of those that I've seen it, really good film, but for some reason that I can't tell you why, I just never bothered adding it to the collection until now. And that's Brad Pitt in Fury, directed by David Ayer. Obviously they are teaming up once again in September for Heart of the Beast, which is another sort of survival thriller, I suppose you could call it, which looks really good. This is the World War II tank film, and it is brilliant. If you like a good film set during World War II, all around tanks, this is the film for you. Really good stuff. And this copy is mastered in 4K as well. And it says at the bottom, the best war film since Saving Private Ryan. Up until that point, I wouldn't disagree. I think since then, I think 1917 has probably surpassed that for me. But yes, such a great film this is. So really happy to add Fury to the collection as well. Another one, it's been in my basket on eBay, not in my basket, like the Save for Later in eBay for a few weeks now. It's a Neil Marshall film, and I was like, you know what, that could be good. He's a pretty decent director, and it looks like it could be right up my street. And I saw it in the pile, I was like, yep, getting that one. And that is Centurion, like I said, directed by Neil Marshall. You've got Olga Kurylenko and Michael Fassbender as the leads. Dominic West's in here. The writing's really small. Riz Ahmed, Noel Clarke, Liam Cunningham, David Morrissey, Imogen Poots. Yeah, those are all the names I can see because it's very, very small. But yeah, another sort of, it's a Roman film, I think this is. But it looks very violent, very good. So yeah, looking forward to watching that one. And then the rest of the DVDs. Kate Winslet film next on DVD. Fairly new film, about 2020. I think this must have been a COVID film, I think. But this is actually set in Lyme Regis, which my grandparents have a caravan not too far from Lyme Regis. I stopped at Lyme Regis for the first time, God knows how long. Long on here, probably more than 15 years. A couple of months ago, and it's lovely down there. And this is all set in the 1840s in Lyme Regis, and it is a film called Ammonite. It's about two women who basically go looking for fossils. I know it sounds boring, but it's a lesbian love story, so sign me up, you know. Kate Winslet, Saoirse Ronan, I mean, what more could you want? Next up, another true story, and one that I've been interested in for a while. Two great lead actors, and based on an author. I'm sure she was an author. Just, yeah, it looks right up my street. About Sylvia Plath, however you want to say her name. Poet, sorry, it does say poet, and I didn't know it, you know. Daniel Craig, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Jared Harris as well, and Blythe Danner, her mother, of course, and Michael Gambon as well. Really good cast. So yeah, it's a love story about Sylvia Plath and Ted Hughes. Another one to add to the Dustin Hoffman collection. Another one that I've heard pretty decent things about. She got Daniel Craig's wife in it, and that is Confidence, with Rachel Weisz, Edward Burns, Andy Garcia, and the great Dustin Hoffman on the end there. Like a con film, I suppose. guests just from that. Paul Giamatti, Donal Logue, Luis Guzman, Robert Forster, Morris Chestnut. So yeah, good supporting cast in that one as well. Let me know if you've seen that, what it's like. And then we'll get the last ones out and we'll wrap the video up there for the day. I'm going to try and upload this straight away, so you've got it for a lovely Wednesday night viewing. Oh, sorry, I missed 2 Blu-rays. I've got another 2 Blu-rays here, because of course it was 10 for £7, so... one I went to see at the cinema, and unfortunately this came out at a very similar time to another film which is about the exact same person, and films tend to do that sometimes for some strange reason. So this film wasn't really looked at, wasn't watched a lot, never talked about, but is a decent film nonetheless, and that is Churchill, starring Brian Cox and Miranda Richardson. Obviously, unfortunately, it came out at the same time as Darkest Hour, so it was overshadowed sort of by that, because that is a fantastic film. You can't knock that at all. But I saw this one at the cinema, really enjoyed it, haven't seen it since, so I thought, you know what, I'd like to go back and revisit this one, because I remember it being a really solid film. And the other one, this is from the same director that did a film that I really liked, that I watched about a month or so ago. And I've heard this is another really solid film from that director. It looks like someone originally paid £2 for this in CEX. And it is a vampire film called Stakeland, directed by Jim Mickle, who also directed Cold in July, which is a very good thriller if you've not seen it. Really recommend that. And like I said, I've heard really decent things about this one. I don't think it's got like a really well-known cast. I mean, Kelly McGillis is in there. That's the only name I recognise. So if Kelly McGillis is the only name I recognise in there, and it's from, what, 2010, it's obviously not got a great cast, but I've heard that it's a great vampire film, so I am looking forward to watching that one soon. And then the last 5 DVDs to go. A classic film starring a great comedic pairing from the 80s, I believe. 1980, bang on. I've seen the other film that these guys did together. Oh, I would have said that there's no disc in there. Oh well, it happens, you know. But that is Stir Crazy anyway. That is the case for Stir Crazy. But yeah, I'm interested to check the film out nonetheless. So I will find it another way someday. So yeah, that is Stir Crazy, the case. Put that one over there. And then another one. This is the first one that I saw that caught my eye, because I don't think, yeah, it's definitely not available on Blu-ray over here, and I've not seen the DVD very often, and it's a film I've wanted to watch again for a while, so I just went with it, and, you know, 50p again, yeah, had to. Very Bad Things with Christian Slater and Cameron Diaz, directed by Peter Berg. You got Daniel Stern, Gene Triplehorn, Jon Favreau, Jeremy Piven. So another really good supporting cast in this one. I think it's a black comedy from the late 90s. But like I said, I've not seen it, so I can't comment on all of that. Another one that I remember coming out and being interested in, another true story. So that's why I wanted to pick up, give it a watch. Hotel Mumbai, Dev Patel, Armie Hammer, Jason Isaacs. Like these sorts of true story survivor type films. So yeah, sign me up for that one. We then have one that another one I've seen in charity shops before, but never bothered picking up. So finally picked it up now, and that is The 51st State with Samuel L. Jackson and Robert Carlyle. Heard this film is very funny. Meatloaf's in here, Emily Mortimer, Sean Pertwee, Ricky Tomlinson, Risa Fans. So it's got a really good cast in here. Another one that I'd probably get onto soon, because yeah, it just sounds right up my street. And last but not least, another one of the first ones I saw, another one I've been after for a while, and that is Elvis and Nixon with Kevin Spacey, Michael Shannon, Johnny Knoxville, and Alex Pettyfer, don't know. Colin Hanks, Evan Peters as well in here. All about the meeting between Elvis and Richard Nixon. So, yeah, another one that I think could be quite a decent film. Written by Carrie Elwes as well. Interesting, didn't know that. So yeah, that's the last one to show you, Elvis and Nixon. So that's everything. So that's kind of just showing you the stuff that you can get on Whatnot if you look and you persevere and you sit there. Because I was on the shows pretty much all night Sunday night, most of the night last night as well, and the night before. Tonight I've got one as well that I'm going to join. Don't know if I'm going to get any more though, because I've ordered quite a lot. Depends what I see. But yeah, I mean, stuff like Stir Crazy, you know, it happens with these sellers. They basically, I think they get them on pallets, set like they buy them from sources on pallets, so they sort of don't know what they get in their inboxes, and they just unload them from the boxes and put them out. So there's so many. I don't expect them to check every single disc. It happens, and again, I don't feel robbed because I think I got everything I got at a really good price. So you know what, it doesn't matter. It's not the end of the day. I'm happy with everything else that I've got. I've got a lot to watch now. I've got even more coming to watch, so I'm happy with all that. Keep me going for a while. But yeah, just want trying different stuff, trying different avenues of buying physical media is always good. You're always going to have your ups and downs wherever you go to get physical media. It happens, but that there shows you that physical media is not dying. It will not die as long as people like me, people like you, keep buying it. I hope my generation is a generation that will keep it up. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of people my age that I see on YouTube doing this sort of stuff. So it'd be nice to see more people doing this sort of stuff to show that people my age do care about physical media, because streaming sucks at the end of the day. We obviously saw in the news today, probably if you're watching this, that PlayStation are stopping their physical discs from January 2028, and that's awful. I think that just sucks and is greedy, and it means they can take it away from you whenever they want that game. If they don't want anyone to play it anymore, it's bye-bye game and you'll never see it again. Luckily, obviously, with all the second-hand stuff, you have still got the option to get it second-hand if you can find it on disc, because I don't think they're stopping the discs from working. You just won't be able to buy any more new games on disc from that month and year. But anyway, that's everything here. Let me know your thoughts on the titles that I received in the comment section below. Any good ones, any stinkers, any you put to the top of the pile, the bottom of the pile. Let me know down below in the comment section. Again, thank you to Lou, or Lou Lewis, I don't know, it's Lou Clark on his username. Thank you for all of those lovely titles. I will be getting onto them and watching all of the ones that I haven't seen very, very soon. And that is it. So if you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Comment down below, anything and everything. As you know, I always take the time to get back to anyone that leaves me a comment, because I really do appreciate it. And that is it. So until next time, everyone, take care. Goodbye.